Week 6 was the last round of Aviva Premiership action ahead of a month of cup competitions. With the newly formed European trophies coming up and the autumn internationals on the horizon, it was one of the last chances for players to push for international inclusion. Tigers faced Quins under the Friday night lights at Welford Road. Leicester were aiming to halt a run of 3 consecutive defeats in the league, and they made an ideal start. A fast-flowing move in wet conditions was finished out wide by Blaine Scully. Luke Wallace's desperate tackle only serving to take a shred of the American's shirt. The kickers were staging their own personal duel in the first half. Owen Williams kicking 3 penalties to Nick Evans 2. The Kiwi kicked his 3rd early on in the second half, but with Quins struggling to prevent errors in the rain, Williams' boots stretched the Tigers further in front. The visitors did notch a try through Carl Dixon with 9 minutes to play, giving the London outfit some hope of snatching the game. But the hosts held out for a much-needed win as they attempt to put their season back on track. It was a try-fest in Devon as Rob Baxter's Exeter Chiefs looks to avenge their surprise loss to Falcons in round 5. Their opponents, London Irish, have won admirers with their gutsy performances this season, but found themselves on the back foot early on. Prop Carl Rimmer picking a superb line for the first score. Henry Slade got his 3rd try in as many matches soon after, and with Damien Welsh adding a 3rd before half-time, the hosts were in complete control. It took 55 minutes for the Chiefs to find the bonus point score, with Welsh again going over. The lock forward well deserving of his scores after an imperious display. Exeter had 5 tries moments later. The ball stolen after the Irish restart and carried on by England win Jack Knoll. His scything break left space for Don Armand to skip over for the try. Irish, to their credit, did not throw in the towel. They mustered 3 quick-fire tries in the closing minutes. 2 from Blair Cowan and a fast-flowing effort from Andy Fenby, rescuing some pride for the Exiles, but not enough to earn any league points. Despite the late lapse, Chiefs look well on course for a great season.
Our target was 15 points and we got 19 points. So, you know, we're happy with that. I don't know where we are exactly on the table. I think there's still games going on now. But, you know, we're happy where we are, but, you know, there's always room for improvement. You always want to strive to be the best and keep pushing up the table.
Table-topping Northampton took on Sale at the Gardens and were over for the afternoon's first try after great work from the fleet-footed Ken Pesey. His brother George added another score later on, but the afternoon belonged to Samu Manoa. The American looked to have bagged his first score following a sloppy Sharks line-out, and the try confirmed after a look from the TMO. Into the second half, and it was try number 2 for Manoa after a powerful shove from the Saints maul. The bonus point secured for the champions. And just 3 minutes later, it was déjà vu for the Sharks' defence as Manoa steered the host pack across the line, dotting down for an impressive hat-trick. Sale had been comprehensively outplayed, but did show a flash of brilliance just after the hour mark. Great work from Tom Brady, and Michael Patterson slipped in Mark Jennings, who went over for a classy consolation effort. Gloucester's summer recruits have shown signs of finally bedding into the Premiership after a mixed start. There was an old head in Rob Cook who got them on the scoreboard at Allianz Park after a bright start. Saracens were bouncing back from defeat at Bath in round 5. And it was not long before they were right back in the contest. Chris Wiles charging down Billy Twelvetrees before going in under the posts. He joined compatriots Manoa and Scully in a great weekend for the Premiership's American players. And the hosts wrestled control of the game from Gloucester 4 minutes later. Outstanding captain Alistair Hargreaves with a clinical finish out wide. Hargreaves turned provider for the decisive 3rd score, setting up Chris Ashton for his 3rd try of the season. Gloucester did muster a late consolation, but for Sarries, it was a satisfying home win. It was the battle of the basement clubs in Oxford, as Newcastle took on rock-bottom London Welsh. The Visitors had been buoyed by their first league win in almost a year last week, and they claimed their first try when Mark Wilson slipped Adam Powell through. And Wilson had a try of his own on the stroke of half-time, a sucker punch for Welsh, who are yet to register a win this season. Dean Richards' men turned on the style for their third score, with Wilson again providing inroads. This time it was Ricky Tapuna who finished off. The rest of the second half was all London Welsh, but they couldn't break down a staunch Falcons defence. The visitors themselves couldn't find the bonus point score, but nonetheless a vital win for the travelling Falcons that could prove pivotal come May. With the pre-match talk of Wasps move away from Adams Park, the hosts did well to maintain their focus on the pitch. The first half saw the hosts take a 12-point lead over Bath thanks to kicks from Andy Good and a huge nudge from Elliot Daly. Bath was soon down to 13 men after yellow cards for Leroy Houston and Davy Wilson. And soon after they dropped to 12. Mickey Young's cynical challenge on Christian Wade seeing him sent to the bin and Wasps awarded a penalty try. And this place Bath line-out further compiled their misery. Selozi Takimbao breaching the visitors' defence with a great turn of pace, with Bath finding themselves 29-0 down. But there was a late rally from the visitors. Jonathan Joseph grabbed an immediate response in the corner, Young adding a second try not long after. Wasps were rattled, but they were able to contain the visitors during the closing exchanges, hanging on for victory. That result means Wasps rise to 5th place just behind Bath. Home victories for Northampton and Saracens means there's no change at the top, but Chiefs' bonus point win sees them occupy an impressive 3rd place. Tigers remain in the bottom half despite their first win since round 2, and Sharks' loss at Franklin's Gardens keeps them at the wrong end of the table. Whilst Newcastle pull clear of Welsh, who have registered just 1 point from 6 games. That's all from the Premiership until mid-November. But for all the latest news, make sure you subscribe to the official YouTube channel or visit premiershiprugby.tv.